Grace Kitchens, in association with the Culinary Federation of Jamaica, presents the Chef's Invitational Challenge on Creative Cooking. 8 chefs, 1 goal: to create the most exciting new recipes using Grace Convenience Foods and local produce, and to be the top chef of the challenge.
Welcome to the semi-final round of the Chef's Invitational Challenge. Today's challengers are, to my left,
Chef Marvin Robinson from Roundhill Hotel.
And to my right is Chef
Kirk from Sandals Royal.
Chef Marvin, tell us about the menu you have lined up for us.
Fire roasted tilapia served with fennel wild rice salad and a watermelon glaze.
What about you, Chef Kirk?
I'm doing mango crayfish salad with a Grace tuna pie and also a salami roulade crusted with coffee.
On Tuesday, the 2 challengers completed their recipes. Now, here's a recap of their presentations. The basic rules of the contest require the chefs to prepare innovative, consumer-friendly dishes that utilize Grace Convenience Foods along with local produce. The top chef in the challenge will receive $50,000 and the Creative Cooking Chef's Challenge trophy. The runner-up will receive $30,000 and a trophy. The judges will be assessing the dishes for creative use of Grace products and local produce, taste, originality, presentation, and kitchen organization. Of the total 100 points, taste is the most important, with an allocation of 35 points.
Five seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. That's it, guys. Please stop working. Let's introduce our judges. First, Mrs. Paulette Roden. Mrs. Roden is a certified professional chef and the director of Crimson Dawn Limited. Next, we have Chef Steve Soam. He's the executive chef at Half Moon Hotel and also a vice president of the Culinary Federation of Jamaica. And next to him, we have Dr. Janet Dyer, the general manager of the Runaway Bay Heart Hotel and Training Institute.
This time round, Chef Marvin chose to work with tilapia fillet and surrounded it with a number of fascinating flavors to produce a balanced and delectable meal. First, he prepared the tilapia for seasoning and then let it marinate in the fridge for a few minutes. He chose wild rice as the main accompaniment and cooked it in Grace apple juice to add a touch of sweetness. And then he proceeded to prepare his watermelon glaze. He started with vinegar, to which he added sugar, a bay leaf, and diced onions. This was allowed to reduce a while. The diced watermelons were then added and allowed to reduce further. A half of the resulting mixture was pureed, and the other half was saved. Grace Earth Chef Vegements was rehydrated and added to the wild rice. Fennel was sliced paper thin, shocked in ice water, and put aside to drain. The final touches were orange segments and diced tomatoes, which came together with the fennel. Sweet potato, thinly sliced, was cut with decorative holes and fried. The watermelon sauce was then completed, the seasoned tilapia was fried, and the final dish was assembled. Chef Kirk began by preparing his pie dough to be cut to shape and baked. To achieve what he called a bold, beautiful color, he brushed the pastry with egg wash before baking. One of the several highlights of his dish was the use of Grace tuna in a pie, mixed with a number of Grace vegetables such as carrot, sweet corn, and kidney beans. Another highlight piece was the crayfish salad, cooked in fish stock, along with thyme and Grace pepper sauce. He later sautéed the crayfish lightly and diced them for his salad. The dressing was a blend of mango, mint, ginger, and a light curry. Yet another highlight was his roulade, made with Grace salami, bologna, and Grace sausage. The sausage was encased in the chopped salami and bologna, then rolled and baked, a very imaginative use of 3 grace meats. A most unusual touch also was the combination of Grace guava jelly with Grace jerk seasoning as a sauce. Grace tuna pie, curried mango crayfish salad, and a roulade by Chef Kirk Myers.
Now comes the moment when we'll find out which chef will go forward to the final round. Judges, it's over to you. Chef So.
I'd like to say well done to both chefs, first of all. Excellent job, very well done. Under some little adversity there with problems with the oven.
Yes.
I thought Kirk did recovered very well after his pastry burnt. He had enough time to make it over again, so well done. 2 really good dishes.
Excellent.
Very difficult, it was very, very close.
My only regret is that I have to choose between the 2 competitors today, because one took me on an exotic journey where the other took me into a very flavorful, flippity-floppity journey where on one side it's very excellent in one arena, and it moves you to another arena with another dish. And they were both very excellent dishes. The work that you guys put into it was shown this morning. The way you were able to come back after your little challenge there, Kirk, it showed the caliber of persons you 2 guys are. And I'm really serious when I say it's hard to really choose between the 2 of you today, but as we know, one person will go forward.
The combination of Kirk, each individual item was excellent as a choice, but when you combine them all together, it is a little bit heavy because you had an identification sauce to go with each. And when you're doing an entree, the palate cannot sort of assimilate all the flavors one time, but they were excellent products, and I must say well put together. Marvin, you kept it a little simpler but really exotic as far as I'm concerned. I'm happy to see that the veggie mince is arriving in new aspects of just not being with callaloo and chocho and carrot. So you did an excellent choice, I think, in preparing it. And the both presentations were very good. Congratulations.
Kirk, I thought you possibly had too many different combinations on your plate. And like Paulette said, you know, each of them were prepared well, but I think a little bit too much on the plate. You know, too many combinations, really. But you know, you actually bit off quite a lot and completed it all, even with the problem with the pastry. So you did excellent, great job. And for Marvin, I thought the combination of flavors, the fennel with the orange and the addition of the veggie mince, really interesting flavor combination, worked very well. And the sauce was tremendous. The watermelon sauce with the ginger and the sorrel juice in there was really, really well done.
I'd like to ask Kirk, you know, what was his thinking between the combination of dishes?
All right. For me, I was thinking about going to, like, take it to a journey that started from, you know, Jamaica straight back to Europe. The roulade was, for me, seeing all the Grace meat products, it was, to me, just a challenge and a beautiful one to take on, to, you know, take you a journey into Europe, to just show you, you know, classic European style food with using Grace products.
Thank you. And I want to ask the same question of Marvin.
For me, I'm just introducing Caribbean flavor, very light, with some international food, make it a little more refined than normal.
The winner of semi-final 1 is
Chef Marvin.
Chef Marvin Robinson. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, Chef Marvin Robinson. You'll be going forward to the final round. Chef Kirk Myers, congratulations on placing 3rd in the Chef's Invitational Challenge. You worked exceptionally well.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Okay. I'd also like to present you with this check. We hope that you'll make very good use. We know you'll make very good use of it, right?
Thank you.
Okay, sure.
Chef.
Next week will be the second semi-final. Tune in Tuesday evening at 7:50 p.m. here on CVM TV.
Grace Kitchens, in association with the Culinary Federation of Jamaica, presents the Chef's Invitational Challenge on creative cooking, taking Grace Convenience Foods to a new level. Who will be the top chef of the challenge? Join CVM TV for creative cooking every Tuesday and Friday at 7:50 p.m.